Welcome back to the Plot Twist Unfiltered. As always, this is a safe space. No filter, no pretending, just real conversations, real accountability. In this episode, we are going to be talking about accountability and responsibility. In episode 40, 41, and 42, I've been talking about a lot about accountability, responsibility, owning your actions, owning your patterns, and taking responsibilities for the things we've done, and even when it's uncomfortable. And in 42, I talked about the positive things that I will do instead of going back into those patterns. So today, I'm continuing that conversation, but this episode is more personal. One thing I haven't fully owned until now is sometimes I create versions of myself to fit what other people say about me, what they think about me. If people and if people say that I'm boring, uptight, and too serious, or too much, so I eventually start becoming the version they already believe I am. Not because that's who I truly am, but because I get tired. I get tired of explaining myself. I get tired of trying to prove who I am. And instead of standing firm in my truth, I shape myself around others' people's opinions, and I become the version they want me to be. I become the person they want me to be instead of being my real, authentic, true self. And I need to take responsibility for that. Because if somebody is really your friend and loves you, they don't care if you're uptight, they don't care if you're boring, they don't care if you're lame, and they will love you for who you are, not trying to pretend to be something that you're not. And I did that a lot. I would pretend to be something I'm not. I would pretend to be someone I'm not. Like if they like the color blue, I made myself like the color blue too, even though I really do like blue, green, purple, and all that. So I kind of just shaped myself around them, and that's wrong. And I need to take accountability and responsibility for that because it's exhausting. It's exhausting trying to pretend. It's exhausting trying to be something you're not. It's exhausting, and it gets confusing, and overall it's overwhelming, and I'm tired all the time. So I just want to take accountability and responsibility for that. Um, this is that's partly why I've made not partly, that is the reason why I made episode 42. Episode 42 talks about all the positive things, all the things I'm gonna do so I don't fall back in my old patterns and old habits, and um, it's about growth, choosing better intentions. And one thing I needed to get off my chest was because I can't talk about accountability and responsibility without owning this part of the story too. So I needed to get that out of the way. Growth and awareness, I'm learning that I don't need to become anyone else's version. I don't need to be I don't need to perform. I don't need to prove myself. I don't need to shrink myself, change myself just to fit into boxes of other people's create that they created of me, or to fit in boxes just to fit in with them. I'm still learning how to and stand in and who I am imperfectly, honestly, and in real time. This episode isn't about shame, it's about awareness. And it's about choosing to stop creating versions of myself that don't belong to me. And I'm going to tell you who I am in the next episode, the real me. Not the versions that I created, not the versions I made for everyone to like me or to fit in little boxes or to fit in with people or for people to like me, the real me. But before I continue, I want to take a moment and end the way I always do. God granted me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This is this is me taking responsibility. This is me choosing accountability fully and honestly. Healing isn't about being perfect. It's about being aware, taking ownership, and choosing growth, even when it's uncomfortable. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here, and thank you for allowing me to have this space to be real. This is the Plot Twist Unfiltered. I'll see you next time.